What's up guys, Winter Kills here and welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. Here we have Draco-Pals versus Atlantean Mermail. Of course me playing Atlantean Mermail is my friend playing Draco-Pals there on the right. This turned out to actually be a really decent match, and you'll get to see that here in a moment. We open up with Pike discarding infantry. Rather strange turn. I'm going to go grab gun with that. Figured why not, discard a Megalo and a gun to get a free rank 7 play, but I'm under max C. So I'm a little hesitant, as if I want to go into Gaios, that would be the only 7 I would go into at this point. But I figure it's not worth him getting the extra draw. Kind of hesitate the Mizuchi there, hesitate the rank 7, just set them activate the Mizuchi and pass it over to him. He goes unexpected die to trigger the Mizuchi. He'll have another unexpected die, of course he will. They always got to have another one. But it's alright, I guess. Gonna summon out Master Pendulum and go terraforming for Sky Iris, which basically pops a card in your field and searches you a Perform Pal or Odd Eyes monster. And blow up both of my Megalos. I'll take 1,000 damage for that, and I'll take the damage directly over Pike. I believe 1,400 damage there. So I'm already down quite a few life points. He's gonna max C again on the Soul Charge. I'm like, give me a break here. I gotta pay 3k for this Soul Charge. I'm gonna probably activate Pike's effect here. Got to discard the lead in my hand. Unfortunately, I don't have a heavy infantry. It's something I could get rid of that Scarlight with. If I don't get rid of it, it's going to be a huge problem next turn that he'll just destroy my field with, since everything will have been special summoned due to Soul Charge, so I have no other option than to make Big Eye to steal it, so he cannot abuse that power and basically just win through burn damage. I figured that'd be silly if I didn't make Big Eye. There's Sky Iris activating its effect, destroying Silver Claw, grabbing the Light Phoenix. E-Turtle and Light Phoenix will get a free draw. And I believe he Pendulum summons 5 right here. And this is where I always talk about like how I think the Pendulum mechanic is just such a ridiculous mechanic. I had to pay a couple thousand life points to make the field that you're seeing there. That was previously destroyed by the Synchro I took. All he had to do is play 2 cards and say Pendulum Summon, and now this is happening. It's still hard to believe that the mechanic is still, like, it's just a thing. Like, it's just hard to believe it's a thing. And it may sound salty. I mean, call me salty if you want. But I think for the most of us can agree that it's kind of a ridiculous mechanic. But one thing I can appreciate is the brilliance of the Draco Slayer engine. Going from Ignister gets you Magispector, or not Magispector, Magister, and then Magister gets you Dynaster. I think it's a brilliant combo, and that's one of the reasons why I was really looking at the deck at one point to play. Just because I really loved that engine, that step up from each one. You'd go into a Synchro, into an Ixies, into a Fusion, and then you go into, whatever else you have left over. I think it's just a really brilliant engine, and it looks like a lot of fun. And it, more often than not, wins you the game. So I'm going to be going second here. Even though I opted to side in some trap cards, I still want to go second just in case I get the opportunity to OTK. I definitely want to have to be able to go second for that. What I did side in, I sided in triple Anti-Spell Fragrance and 2 Droll and Lock Bird. The Anti-Spell actually comes up in the next 2 games, because I do keep them in for game 3. Figuring I'll probably be going first that game anyways. If I do end up getting the win, since I am getting to go second. Luckily for me, he didn't open up too well. Rescued Rabbit into Dweller pretty much, standby phase, so I have to kind of dumb down my turns a little bit so I don't lose too much in the way of effects through discarding. So I go Megalo. I'm trying to figure out the 2 least important cards in my hand, so I discard Moulin and Marksman. Of course, no Marksman affected the set card. Not too worried about the set card at the moment, since it's probably not too much of a threat. So we'll get our Megalo on board and grab our Mizuchi, and then I'll normal summon the Lind, attack directly for 15 over top of the Megalo as well. Now I'll get basically a free monster off that Lind if need be, based on what he's going to do next turn. Just want to be prepared for a board wipe. I'm actually going to put back the Mizuchi, thinking I'm really going to want to grab the Abyss Sphere instead, since I do have Anti-Spell Fragrance. Not that it really would matter too much. I didn't really feel that I would need that spell negation since I have the Anti-Spell. So that's why I put the Mizuchi back. He was nice enough to let me take that back, go grab the Sphere instead. Basically, he's just going to set a bunch of stuff, even going to set a field spell. I'll attack with everything, and then in battle phase, I'll activate Sphere to summon out another Megalo and swing with enough damage for game. Not even needing to double attack off any of the Megalos. So here we are in game 3. I'm going to be going first. We go Teus Dragoons to be met with a Max C. Kind of unfortunate because we did open up extremely well. So I did actually want to play into the Max C to a certain extent. I know some people are going to say, you know, you shouldn't have done that. It's whatever. I really don't care. It's in the past. I wanted to make an established board other than just doing what you see here. Because I pretty much would get killed at that point just by sheer damage. So we go Diva. Diva gets me the infantry, and then infantry's effect will give me an extra normal summon of a level 4 lower sea serpent monster. So I'll go Neptibus. Neptibus will send Dragoons. I'll add Mulan and I think a marksman. Now I'm trying to set up the Accel Synchron Mulan play, and at first here I'm thinking Accel Synchron effect activates on summon, which it does not. It's an effect you can just pick, okay, effect to send a Synchron type monster. So I'm trying to figure out, oh, did I screw up the Falgran Mulan play? And I didn't. It took me a moment to realize. But I think that's what I'm going into. I go into Accel Synchron, then summon Mulan, then activate Accel Synchron's effect, as you'll see here. Take 2 cards out of his hand. He forgets to draw off of the summon of Mulan. That's okay. Didn't really matter too much since I hit Monkey Board and Skullcrobat Joker out of his hand. I mean, that's some sharpshooting right there. And then we'll go into Felgran. And I should have gone into number 38. I had no idea he was going to side in an MST. And I'm like, of course, he's got the goddamn MST for the Anti-Spell Fragrance. And you want to know what's funny? Want to know something that's really, really funny? He only sided in 1 card. And that card was MST. And I would have had the game completely locked up right there if I would have just went into number 38, because he can chain MST to Anti-Spell Fragrance, destroying it before I have a chance to do anything about it. But obviously if number 38 was there, I would have been able to negate that MST, and none of this would be happening. But hey, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! He's going to Pendulum summon 2 Pendulum Sorcerers. Not even going to bother negating one, just because I really want to be able to stop the Ignister that's about to happen. I wasn't, I wasn't going to stop the Sorcerer, not because he was going to get 2 effects, because you can only use one of their effects to destroy cards to search Pendulums. Figured why not just save the negation for the Ignister so he doesn't get rid of my board that easily. So now he's going to go into Magister. Magister's going to summon out a Luster. And then he'll Contact Fusion into a Dinosaur. And then he's not going to summon anything out of Grave. I don't think he has any targets to, really. He'll normal summon the Silver Claw, which is going to gain some attack points, I think, due to its effect. And then pretty much beat over everything else. Now leaving me at 30-something 100 life points here. And there's a Titanic Galaxy that I should have made. End phase, he'll search off Magister. Gonna add a Pendulum Sorcerer. Now luckily, I do have a thing to bait out the negation from the Titanic Galaxy. And luckily it's a good enough bluff, and that bluff is 1-for-1. Because if I do get the 1-for-1 off, I can technically just send infantry right and pop number 38. So he knows that he'll eventually have to negate that, knowing that that's going to be something that's coming. I discard the infantry, so I force negate that. Or not infantry, discard the marksman. Now my soul charge can go through, and I only have enough life points for 3 monsters. So I go double Dragoons, and I think I actually summon out that Steam Synchron, because it's actually going to come in handy. And I think at this point, regardless of what I would have summoned off of this, I would still be in a very bad position for the turn after, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. So right now I'm basically deciding, what am I going to summon for my last target, or do I even want a last target? I was mainly on Diva. I know I wanted some sort of tuner. Didn't have any big fish in my graveyard, Megalo or Abyss Lead or Teus. Something that could help me make a rank 7. So I go Honor Arc, steal the 38, and get 2 searches. Because, as we all know, Atlantean Dragoons is not once per turn. So I get 2 searches off of this. And I go grab Neptibus, just in case I have it for my next turn, you know, if I do survive with what level life points I have. I think I have like 500 or 700 life points left at this point. And I go grab Megalo. And I summon the Turge. Turge discards the Neptibus. Oh, that's why I grabbed Neptibus for this effect. Neptibus summons out infantry, not activating infantry's effect because I wouldn't have been on the field to, you know, use that extra normal summon effect because I wanted to synchro with it. So I went into Trish. Trish Honor Arc was really all I think I could have done from that point on with the cards I had to work with my hand. Luckily, I had that Turge play and the Neptibus play, summon out that that heavy infantry. I thought that was a really cool play. Through Soul Charge, getting the double search off Honor Arc, definitely a amazing play. But at this point, a simple rank 4 would seal him the game. He would just go into Utopia Lightning and just beat over for what little life points I have. Obviously, Honor Arc only having 2,100. Even Trish he could have beaten over for a lot of damage as well, enough to put me under. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys enjoy the commentary and the footage as well. Just a heads up, I just recently really hurt my back again. So I'm having a lot of pain sitting down to edit these videos and do these commentaries. It's kind of the last thing I want to be doing at the moment just because the pain is real. So I'll be trying to get the editing done when I can. So I do apologize if videos are going up at random times, or they're kind of late, or they're not, you know, every day like they should be, unless I don't have footage. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say there. So I do apologize if things are coming in a bit slower. It's just because you got to bear with me. The pain is pretty real. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like you did. And as always, Winterkill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.